Hey guys, I'm Sheri Vegas and today I'm going to show you a really easy DIY project that lets you use flowers to dye your fabric. This is such a super fun project to do and it is incredibly simple. So to start with, you need a hammer, some tape, the flowers that you want to use, and any sort of fabric you want to dye onto. So I'm just using a white tea towel, but you can use whatever. I would recommend for this project using a product that's not going to be a high wash item. So obviously no clothes. Pillowcases, like for little display cushions, would be excellent. Even a white scarf would be amazing. So items that don't need to be washed a lot. So a few tips to get a really successful dye is obviously pick something that's quite light, so that way you're going to see the color of the flowers show up a lot better than choosing a darker fabric. And also choose bright colored flowers. You can use your paler color flowers, but you're not going to see them as well. So this is pretty simple to do. You just want to get your chosen flower and then place it facing down on the good side of your item. Then just use a little bit of tape to stick it in place so that way it won't move. Then turn your piece over, so whatever you're choosing to use. So today I've just got a white napkin, and then I've placed a little piece of wood underneath and gotten a hammer, and now I'm going to start hammering the area that the flower is. As you can see, the colours slowly start to come through, so you'll know when to stop when all of the colour from that flower has come through onto the other side. Once you're happy, just flip over your piece of fabric, and then I just gave it a quick few taps again, and then I'm just going to peel off the tape, and you should be left with a very beautiful flower imprint. So that's how simple and easy it is to use natural products like flowers to dye your fabric. So all you need to do now is just keep repeating the process with your chosen flowers. I also think pansies would be beautiful, and any other bright coloured flower. Some flowers will work better than other flowers. It's all about trial and error. I also recommend just getting a piece of fabric and giving it a test run before you obviously do it on the item that you want to work on. So I'm just using a little napkin which I got from Kmart, and it was $2 for my test run, as this was the first time I was doing it, so I didn't want to ruin my good piece. But I think I am going to do this on sort of a display cushion. Because obviously I want to pick an item that I don't need to wash a lot, and you don't really wash your display cushions that much. As you can see also that the red petal flowers that I got from my garden are really vivid, so it really does depend on the flowers that you pick for how strong the colour will come through. I also did read when I was researching this project that silk items work really well to hold the colours of natural dyes. So you could pick maybe a silk dressing gown and do this on the sleeves to add a bit of decoration. It would also be really pretty if you were getting married to use your wedding flowers to create a really beautiful piece that you could keep forever and remind you of your wedding day. I also read somewhere that if you freeze your flowers first, it will make the dye stronger. So I thought I'd give that a bit of a try on the other end of my napkin, just as a little test run to see if that was actually true. I actually found that there was no difference really from using the fresh flowers to the flowers that I put into the freezer for a few hours, except that they were just colder. So I don't think that helped enhance it at all. But it was just good to give it a go and see if it would make the colours more vivid or easier to add. Once you're finished creating your pattern with your flowers, all you need to do is let it dry for a few hours, and then once it was dry, I then ironed over the top of it just to really lock in the colours with heat. And I would recommend, if you needed to wash this item, I would do a cold hand wash and don't use a washing machine, because obviously you want to preserve the colours for as long as possible, but because they are natural dye colours, they're not going to be as strong as a regular synthetic dye. I had so much fun creating this project and cannot wait to try it on a cushion piece for my room. If you like this tutorial, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment box below, or any flowers you think would work really well for this. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as I post new videos to do with DIY and art all the time. Thanks guys!